This is the last untouched room in my $28,000 Japanese house. It's been sitting empty for over a year with no floor and walls that have been stained for decades of tobacco use. And in today's video, I'm finally doing something about it. If you're new to this channel, I bought this old house in rural Japan for around $28,000 and I've been slowly renovating it room by room. And this is the last major room left, and it's been sitting like this for over a year. So the time has finally come. We're going to start this room. It's been like this for nearly 1 year already. Just never got around to doing it. So the reason I ripped the floor up here is because I had some mice problems when I moved in for a few months. I was sleeping downstairs and all I could hear was in the ceiling above me. And when I go and press the ceiling with my hand and push it up, I could hear it was almost like Skittles. Like just weird like Skittles or Smarties. And I thought, oh god, that doesn't sound good. There was also some stains in the ceiling. So I had a company come around to inspect it for like animals and stuff. And they said it's probably mice. So instead of dealing with it from below, I'm dealing with it from above. Because as you can see, this room needs like a full renovation. All the wallpaper, all the tobacco stains you see here. Disgusting ceiling, that's all. Hey, where are you going?
It's good, Subfloor.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see the ceiling above here, it's all yellow. All the wallpaper's yellow. The windows over here, it's all like water damaged. Yeah, not good condition room, but the actual room, it's a really good size. And it's not going to be super difficult to do, but yeah. That's the downstairs ceiling there, where the Japanese room is. And you can see where all the old stains are from the mice poop there. And then, so I ripped the floor up here and need to re-floor it now and then get this room nice and ready. Rather than just like putting insulation down and re-flooring it, to kind of solve the mice issue, the idea is using this steel wool. So the mice and rodents, they can't chew through the steel wool. So the idea with all the like little cavities in the space between the ceiling and the floor is we're going to run that along and staple it. If I were to spray foam or completely seal it off, I would lose that airflow, and the airflow is really important in these Japanese homes because I don't want mold issues and stuff. Yeah, so we're going to run this steel wool all the way around the edge there to kind of close that off to stop any rodents being able to come in and go in the how do you say this? I don't even know what the word is. The the crow space between the ceiling and the floor, I think. But yeah, like if I were to re-insulate it again with all the rock wool and then re-floor it, close it all off, and if I get mice again, oh, it's going to annoy me. So the idea, yeah, just going to try and close as much as possible using the steel wool to prevent any mice being able to come in. Ideally, I need to find the source of the mice where the entry points are. And I think last year is I found where the mice was entering from the outside. So it's all fully blocked now. So we've not had any mouse problems since. But still, as a precautionary measure, I'd like to put all the steel wool around here before I insulate and then put all the flooring in.
It's like this.
Yeah. Yeah, so a pretty simple fix. I don't know how effective it will be, but it's more for my mind to know that it's nice and sealed off. But you can see all the steel mesh going around, stapled in top and below. So it can't crawl through, it can't bite through, going all the way around. And then over here, what Sakura's doing just now is this is one of the main support beams here. And underneath this tiny little gap, the mice came through here. So they could squeeze from that room to this room underneath this tiny little space. So we're trying to seal all of this off. So a little bit of a different technique is we'll scrunch up the steel wool, make it really compact, and we're squeezing it in that tiny little gap. So we don't need to staple it, and the mice won't be able to chew through that. So then that's all this will be done. All this stapled top to bottom. And the next point here, which is where a lot of the poop was, I'm going to put in a bit of wood there nail gun it in and then steel wool the end gap there. And then hopefully that's this whole room sealed off before we put the flooring in. Ah, you're there. Hey, don't worry. We not forgot about you. Come here. We have to finish this floor, Lulu. Sorry, gorgeous. Come in there. So we are off to the hardware store. We have to go to one of the bigger ones, so it's about an hour away. Got to pick up some plywood and some insulation for the flooring, so then we can crack on with the rest of the room. Fortunately, we have to leave Lulu behind. There's a big typhoon coming, so it's really windy at the moment when you pick up on it. Typhoons don't quite hit us here where we are in Nagano, but we've still got a lot of the wind and the rain and the weather from the typhoon. Yeah, hopefully everything should be okay here. Oh shit. $1680 円。12。いいね。
え？これね。
これか、あれ。
Do something cool.
Was that cool?
Not really.
7000円。5坪。
5坪。
7000円, so it's like $70 to do the whole floor in the room. It's pretty good. Not bad, no? That's nice though, yeah. Like that. Professional paint roller. Yeah, I guess this, yeah.
Okay.
It's the worst. I hate paint. But I have one of them too if you want to help.
Yeah.
Like that, so. Stuff. いいじゃん。
見て。
何？あ、かわいい。So, because it's a bit of a mission to get here, we're just trying to make sure we get everything today. Because I hate coming back. Every time we come here and then leave again, it's a good 3 hours. Oh shit. Yeah, it's a good 3 hours of. It takes about an hour to get here, an hour back, and then probably an hour or two just looking around all the aisles. Hamigeki. Yeah, sounds good. Look at the paint setup.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Alright, predicted Sanman Roxen yen for all that. But that's including toothpaste, toothbrushes, and tissues, and all the luxuries. Necessary.
Nestle.
Necessity. So just check this out. How handy is it having the high ace? So the camp mode, and now we're in the work mode. So bed is off on the railing systems, and then the plywood, which is 91 by 182, fits perfectly inside. So that's 8 sheets of plywood and everything, perfectly inside the van. Nessa-chan.
Yeah.
Psycho, ne? Yeah, definitely one of the best vehicles around for being able to do a bit of everything. Camping, working, surfing, skiing, boom. That's actually the bed there. Morning guys, we're back to ready to start the next step. So another scorching day. You can see outside. Sun is out. So it's going to heat up pretty fast during the day. So an early start this morning to get this done. So first step is I'm going to be putting down the 100mm rock wool insulation, which is what we picked up yesterday from the hardware store. This stuff here. We finished all the sealing of the, you guys can see here. That's all the steel wool. Goes all the way around, all the gaps. Here. So hopefully that keeps the critters out. Cleaned up all the old mouse poop, and you can still see lots of stains and stuff, but yeah, I'm not so worried about that. Everything's being cleaned up to the best as I can. Next is I'll lay out all the insulation and then start installing the subfloor. But yeah, it'll be a busy day. Okay, that's the insulation. You can see here, all 100mm rock wool, no gaps. That's the downstairs ceiling, so there's a good insulation to use here rather than using the blue foams in between the joists. Just takes a lot more effort and work. But yeah, all the joists, these are original, so they're going to stay there. Everything's level and in good condition. So basically I'm putting on a subfloor, and I'll start from the corner either there or there and just kind of work back towards the door. The only thing that I really need to do is I might need to make some extra ones going along the edge, because I can't put the subfloor underneath the drywall there. So I'll cut some joists for here. I think this side's all good.
Thái phụ hả?
Wow, all your stuff now. So, I admit I had a bit of a brain fart. I cut and measured going the wrong way, but I think it's okay, I can save it. I don't know why, but I just was measuring cutting this way for putting out the boards. I should be going this way. So, and I just pre-cut all the boards to length. But luckily this room's almost square, so I think it's okay. I don't need to go and buy new ones, but yeah, board should be going this way across the joists. And the cut I done for going this way actually lines up perfectly for going this way, so it's only these kind of odd width ones that I cut wrong. That's what happens when it gets too hot. You need to take a break and drink some water. 31、62、91、120.5、156。これも読めない。150。ちょっと待って。いや違う。難しいね。150。152. This is a string line that Sakura bought me a couple of weeks back. And I forgot I had it. It's the first time using it. It's to mark out a nice straight line from point to point. I think I broke it already. It's meant to automatically wind back up, but I don't know what I've done. Very good at breaking things.
I teach you.
Yeah, can you teach me? 何やった？
こうして
はい。
出すでしょ。硬くて出せないけど。押しながら引っ張るでしょ。ここ、隅んとこ。でここでロックするじゃん。
はい。
こっちの。こっちでロックして、ちょっと引っ張って、でここで。
That's what I'm done.
やったらロック外せば。
ああ、なるほど。
And it was really loose
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
先にここをちょっと回すの。
あ
なんかオルゴールみたいな
はい。
感じで回して、ロックしとけば。
ああ、なるほど。I don't know what I'd do without her. Very good at breaking things. And then once I break it, I'm just like, meh, I'll forget about it. But she fixed it. Arigato.
Yeah.
Yeah, so from the edge. And then
ここからやっていいの？
yeah. And then probably space them like that. I don't have my Aussie safety shoes on. It's a barefoot day. Ow! You get that?
Probably.
Ow! Why am I not wearing flip-flops? So this is just 12mm plywood for the subfloor. This is not what you'd use really. If you were putting tatami mats in here, you would use this. But if you're just going to carpet or vinyl or anything, you'll need to use this one, the 24mm. But the reason I use the 12mm is because if I use the 24 and then put flooring on top, it's just too high. The flooring that was in here before was 12mm. So we're gonna just use this subfloor because it's a little bit soft, the 12mm, and we're gonna match it with this flooring. So then it'll come up flush to the doorway. Because the flooring that we'll put in here is gonna be 12mm laminated flooring, which is stronger than the 12mm subfloor here. Yeah, just in case anybody was wondering why we're using 12mm. Looks good, eh? Wada!
Dirty here.
Yeah. Maybe the ink or yeah. So now the boring part. This is always the part of the job that I don't like the most. We have to prep everything now for paint. Basically, this will be all wood panel wall, which is going to be same what we've done in this room. And then these walls, this one, and this one will all be Japanese plaster. But you can see the ceiling in here. All the yellow stains. So that won't be plaster, we'll be priming that and then painting all that. So we're gonna prep everything up.
You don't need?
No, don't need. You don't need. Yatta! Oh, protected, covered, sealed off, taped. The super boring part, but the bit that's really important and not fun. Well, we're going to start on with the ceiling. You can see all the stains. So we got this special sealant here. So this is to stop, basically it's a primer and a sealant, so it stops all the tobacco seeping through. So when we've got the stains all along the wall here, we've actually scrubbed everything and got the grease off, but you can still see all the stains. If we were to plaster over that, over time the tobacco stains actually seep through the plaster and can stain the plaster. So what you need to do is you need to seal it with this, and that'll prevent anything kind of leaching through to the plaster. And then same for the ceiling here. If it wasn't so bad, then we would just prime and paint over the top. But yeah, this room needs to be done properly to get rid of all this. So of course when you plaster, if you were to do this from the start, you'd drywall and then you'd plaster. But when you're doing these renovations, a lot of these homes that have the old wallpaper on them, you could peel all that off and then you could plaster on top of that. But this wallpaper doesn't come off so easily, and you have to really peel everything off. Otherwise you cannot shikui over anything that's got backing left on it. So with the shikui, you can plaster over the wallpaper if it's in good condition. So all this is good. There is a couple of holes and then there's a crack here. So this is no problem because we're not painting this and we're plastering it. I can fill this in, patch it all up. Same with the holes up there. So the ceiling's going to be a paint, and then the rest of the walls are going to be a plaster. So it's not a problem to plaster over this. You'll see the end result. Ready? Well, there's nothing more boring than watching people paint. I want to show you guys. Look at the difference. So, well, this is just the primer and the sealant on here, so it doesn't change so much. It just, all this does is just stop the tobacco seeping through once we plaster. But now we're onto the ceiling. Look at the difference. This is just the first coat here. So this has already been primed. And we're onto the first coat of paint. Yeah, already a huge difference. So just, that's going to completely freshen up this room a lot. We're keeping the original wallpaper, so you'll still see the pattern, but yeah, it's going to make such a nice difference with it being completely white and getting rid of all the staining all the way across. Done. So this here, this is some Japanese plaster called shikui, and it's how we done the other rooms in the house. I've only got half a tub left, so we're going to start off with this wall and see how far I can stretch it. But I've got to do this wall, and then this wall. As I said before, the cool thing about plastering over painting is all these cracks and stuff, we're able to fill it in with the plaster and it gives off a really nice finish. So with the shikui, you don't need to pull off the wallpaper. It's a lot harder to shikui once you pull off the wallpaper. So yeah, you'll see a big transformation from this to the end result. So I just need to mix it up a little bit, and then this is my plaster kit here. So we use, well, that's dirty, but yeah, we use this to do the shikui.
No. You can't go! Hey! Mate! Ah. That's cute.
Sofa?
Yep.
Is on the sofa?
Maybe a little bit.
There you go. Excuse the lack of clothes. It's just so hot. It's been we've let the shikui and the paint dry. This is actually a new day, and we've just finished having a big thunderstorm. So it's just so humid just now. The sun's out now, but before it was just so dark and just absolutely bursting rain, or how do you say, downpour rain. I don't even know how do they say the raining so hard. I don't know. Whatever, you know what it is. Big rain. Yeah, it's just so hot and humid. So we're back in here. Give you a little update on the shikui. So all the tobacco stains is gone. So this is actually plaster, not plate. Remember, this is the old wall here. You can see all the stains, and the new wall with the plaster over it. And mind you, that's plastering over the tobacco stained wallpaper. So it's come off really well. The ceiling is all 2 coats of white paint, not shikui, because when you shikui the ceiling, it's an absolutely pain in the ass. I hate it. So I just try, because it's my own house, I just try to simplify it a little bit. So paint the ceiling wallpaper with a special paint that goes over the wallpaper, and then shikui the rest of the walls. And the reason I like using the shikui, it's a 100% natural ingredient. There's so many benefits to it. It also regulates, helps with temperature, moisture control. I mean, yeah, you guys should kind of read up on it. It's just like, 100% natural kind of magic ingredient. So the whole house is being plastered and then wood to keep everything natural. So we're up until wood paneling now. Normally, I would be ripping all that wallpaper off, and then it exposes where the studs were. But because I've took the trim off, I can actually see the studs going along. So I'm able to do the pencil line all the way down. So as I'm putting in my nails, I can follow the studs all the way up with the wood here. Yeah, the rest of the house I've always took the wallpaper off. But because this is so tobacco stained, it just doesn't peel off so good. And I don't really want to waste time, so it's okay. It's been cleaned and everything, so all the grime's gone. We've actually degreased everything. So I'll be wood paneling over the wallpaper. So it's already, the transformation is coming along really nice. So put it at an angle, these break, which is what we don't want. And then aim for it like there, down, not like that, because it pushes in that, and then it's exposed. So you want to put it at an angle, but make sure it's going down in the wood, yeah. Oh, like that. Yeah. And the end one, you can do like this. About there, leave a little gap there, because this is not going to be straight. Be a little gap. Yeah, so as you can see down here, there's a little gap left, but that's okay because I'm going to be putting in a complete new window frame here coming out to make it flush with there, and then there'll be a trim covering the outside of this, so all this window will be covered, because you can see here it's all damaged. So this will have a new window frame coming on it, coming out flush, and then trim closing everything off. And then I'll be putting a new inner window on the inside, double glazed in here, and leaving the existing outside window. Let's get this one cut, just make a little template there, a rough guide. So pretty much measure that, 4 point.
絶対落とす。New safety shoes.
Yeah. I get my little handsaw. Whoa, take 2. happen. Don't try that at home. The end result is good. The getting there wasn't so good. This is level, not putting it down like that, you know what I mean?
Bojaka.
Bojaka jungle is massive.